we've got the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. We'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Launches a three, and it's White missing. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Lets it go from the wing, and the shot falls short this time. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Here's White. And the rejection by Embiid.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Now here's Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Right side, White. The Celtics working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. George with the defensive effort. Outside, Maxey driving to the basket. Now Edgecombe. White with the defensive effort. Here's Brown. Pass to Walsh. Back to White. Here's Keita. They set the pick. Shoots the three. White, good.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Kevin, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
We don't say this often about rookies like VJ Edgecombe, but he is known for his defense. Plays with incredible passion. VJ has such a bright future.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. To the paint. Here's Barlow. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
White goes in. 2 points. That one goes. White's got 7 points.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Boston trailing. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
No one near Drummond as he lets it go. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. The kick out to Simon. Pass to Garza. Back to Hauser. That's a 2 from Simons. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McCain with the ball, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's White. The kick out to Simons. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia ahead, up 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Celtics trailed by 3. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Shoots over Embiid. Rebound by the 76ers. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Grimes. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. There's a screen. Now Pritchard. No scoring in this one. Takes it inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Puts up a deep 3. He is hauled in by Paul George. Philadelphia leading by 5. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Pass to Embiid. Outside for George. Here's Edgecombe. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. For 3, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Edgecombe. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Edgecombe. Clock at 6. Brown gets it done inside.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Celtics making a change here. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's George. George missing again. Celtics trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Inside. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. The kick out to Simon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Philadelphia leading by 6.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Makes it off the glass. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
That'll do it for the first half. 76ers lead by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And the 76ers with possession. Pass to Edgecombe. Kicks it out to Maxey. Drains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 10.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
To the inside. Here's Cada. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The 76ers leading by 11. And here's Maxey. 10 points for him. Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey on the wing. Offline with his 3. White bounce pass. There's Brown with the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Here's Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Paul George grabs the miss. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They have it. Whoa!
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
He gets that one. Pritchard's got his first 2 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The 76ers leading by 15 to the middle. Oubre on the wing. Back to Grimes. Shoots over White. The 76ers again can't hit it. Left side, Brown. And it's White missing.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.